We've got Mario Moccia with us right now. He is the director of athletics for New Mexico State. He's back at his home, and I love the backdrop in this setting. I'll tell you right now, when we're done with COVID, I want to go to your house because there is not a beverage you do not have. I mean, who needs to go to a bar when I could be at Cafe de Moccia? I think it's terrific.
And the great thing, Cap, is number one, this cabinet rarely gets opened. We just don't really drink at home. Number two, this is the only show I would dare have this bar as a backdrop. I think I did this for a meeting once, and they said, yeah, I don't know if you should have the bar as the backdrop in Zoom meetings. But I felt comfortable enough with you.
Thank you.
Let's display this thing because we got, I finally got the Pistol Pete 1888 neon up there and the Pistol Pete head neon. So I thought it was time to show the world.
I like the Pistol Pete head neon as well as the other neon signs. It's great. It reminds me of that scene from The Office where Michael Scott had his neon sign that they want him to take down. He refused to do it. I think it was like the St. Pauli's girl neon sign, and his girlfriend at the time, Jan, was getting upset because they were at a dinner party, and he just cranks his neon. It's so bright you couldn't see anything beyond it. The good news is I still see your face. So really, I haven't lost that aspect of it. And by the way, I complimented you earlier. You launched coffee today. So now you've got the full day. You can start with a cup of coffee, and not just coffee. You have the Mountain Roast coffee from Estas Manos. And then after a tough day's work, you can get your choice between a beer, a cab that you have as well, and then whiskey to wash it all down at the end of the night before you go to sleep. So truthfully,
got it all back here.
You've got everything. I can tell this is the ultimate. You've become the school that has every beverage outside of, as Adrian mentioned earlier, a kid's drink that you could ever possibly want.
Well, I tell you what, Cap, it was fun, certainly with the beer. And now there's like 25 schools, and I laugh because the last 3 schools that launched a beer were Texas A&M, Virginia Tech, and Memphis. And here's the deal. We all work together at Mizzou, all the ADs. So, we were going back and forth with each other. But there's like 25 schools. There's a dozen that have a wine. We were the first one, obviously, to do a whiskey. And now, there's about, less than 20 schools that have a licensed coffee. So we're proud to partner with Estas Manos. While they're based out of San Francisco, they're owned by an alum. And once again, I always talked about this, small businesses with the pandemic, they certainly need to, anything they can to make sure their businesses, stays healthy and robust. And every piece goes to help our teams and our student athletes, which, we can't overlook.
That's right. And I asked you this question the last time, and you obviously didn't answer it because I didn't know that there'd be coffee coming, but is this it for beverages, or is there more room that, we could have another announcement within the next 6 to 12 months or even sooner, Mario?
Well, honestly, I was contacted by a tequila company.
Yes.
In Dallas, and I said, "Good Lord, let me launch a non-alcoholic beverage first to give the bosses a break." But
I
here's
was
the
waiting
deal.
for tequila. By the way, I knew tequila was coming. Good for you.
But I've been working with Jeff Whitty, who is the the head honcho for the Department of Agriculture in the state of New Mexico. And there are so many products, whether it's chili, the spice, hot sauce, salsa, pistachios, etc. I saw that we launched this, and some national magazine said, "Wow, we're really killing it in the licensed space." And here's the deal, Cap, and we always have fun with these things. This pandemic, the only positive for me that's come out of this pandemic is open my eyes a little bit on what kind of revenue stream. Hey man, you buy a t-shirt, or, I buy this 3/4 zip, and, I'm going to keep it for 5 years, maybe 10 years, who knows? But these consumables, people are buying it over again. Now it's got to be a quality product, but look, the beer was nice and then this, but when you bundle them all together, I'm telling you, this could be a 6-figure widget. We saw the beer grow in year 3. It brought us $30,000. So, you're talking about, giving the school a little bit of a break, with their subsidy, the state, whatever we can do, whether that's sell tickets, whether that's what have you, increase donations. But if we can be innovative in this category, it'll help everybody.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And by the way, tequila, I'm already getting texts from minor fans excited about the tequila news because they know that you're on the forefront of everything that involves exactly what you guys are doing. These are beverages that will help the university. They have a tie-in to the school with naming rights and that, but at the same time, this is something that, a lot of alumni are going to want to enjoy and realize that, hey, if they can buy this and it's good and it benefits the student athlete, hey, more power to you.
Yeah, and the nice thing, like our wine Crimson Legacy, you can order that in 39 states now, have it shipped to you. The coffee, estasmanoscoffee.com, you can order that in any state in the country. And so I think we're going to announce that tomorrow. So we're breaking news today.
No, that was announced this morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that you can go online. So that'll help tremendously. And, we have over 100,000 alums. They're going to want to pick this up. And I'm really excited. But this has opened my eyes that we were, and quite frankly, there was a ton of schools were missing out on a revenue stream, and we're going to capitalize the heck out of it, well into, 2021 for sure.
Absolutely. All right. So you're doing well. You got all the different beverages. By the way, what kind of coffee is it? Give me an idea. Is it a mild roast? Is it a dark roast? What are we talking about in terms of the coffee? Because I'm sure you're probably a coffee drinker like the rest of us.
Well, I know the notes. I found that out. It's called the notes. You've got pecans, chocolate, and the third ingredient is team spirit. So you're going to have some pecans, some chocolate, and team spirit, and that's what the coffee is going to taste like.
Okay. And heavy on the team spirit, right?
That's exactly right.
Beautiful. Now, speaking of team spirit, I was on the Zoom call earlier today with Chris Jans, as you were probably making your way back to town, and he was talking about being back on the practice court, wanting to get some games, nothing finalized yet. But he did say that in the next couple of days, we could potentially see some kind of announcement regarding a home gym for them if they can't get back to Cruces for conference play, which seems like the situation right now. Mario, how busy have you been trying to line that up since you guys scored that deal to at least get the Aggies to Phoenix to keep themselves where they could practice and play games?
Sure, very busy. Bron Cartwright, our deputy AD, has put in a yeoman's effort. That guy deserves a gold star for everything he's done. We looked at a lot of different places in Phoenix and the surrounding area. We've leaned pretty heavily on our conference partner, Grand Canyon. A lot of people don't know that, they play in that nice brand new gym with video boards, and it's wonderful, 7,500 seat arena. But they have an original gym that they used to play in called Antelope Gym. And, they don't do much in there, maybe a little men's volleyball. But that is something that we are in deep discussion with Grand Canyon University to see if that can kind of be our home away from home for WAC play.
And as far as sticking around in Phoenix, I remember asking you that question when you guys announced the news that you were going to be moving. Yeah. This was originally, a 5 or 6 week deal, but obviously if Las Cruces does not go green, you have to have a backup plan. And I'm assuming that because they've been so great to you since you guys made the move, there could be the possibility of extending your stay should need be.
Sure. That is, we've got a great partner in the Arizona Grand. It's been reported that, San Jose State will be staying at the Arizona Grand as well as their county, not the state of California, which allows them, but their county kind of superseded the state's desires. So they'll be going there as well. It's a big property. It's got a lot of ballrooms, et cetera. So, it is what it is. So, I mean, we would love to come home. We would love to come home immediately. We would love to, spend dollars in our state versus another state. But, we've made a commitment to our student athletes, both the men and the women. And, I'm glad that they're going to have an opportunity. I'm glad they're having an opportunity to practice and also play.
We talk so much about the men. The women have been in Tucson, haven't they?
Well, the women went to Tucson for a few days to practice before the season started. So just to be clear, the women kind of chose to be road warriors. So they went to El Paso, played that first game. They played another game in Tucson. They came back. They played again in El Paso, 2 overtime losses that were really, bitter. But I thought they, with the lack of preparation, I thought they acquitted themselves well. Then they went out to California. played 2 tough games there, and then they went to Denver. And they played Denver University. So Cap, I mean, you're big into mathematics, all right? So look, we beat Denver, all right, who had just beat Colorado, who had just beat the University of Utah, who had beat number 15 Oregon State. So by the transitive property, I'm saying that we should be in the top 15. I don't know if you're buying that, but
I like that. I like that reasoning.
I like the transitive properties. But now they were going to play Northern Arizona back in Arizona, but NAU had a case of COVID. So that game was a wash, and we're going to play in Kansas, University of Kansas, coming up. Oh, gee whiz, maybe in about less than a week, and then we'll start getting ready for conference play.
Okay, so that's good news. They've been road warriors, but they obviously, well, I guess what makes it even tougher is that they've been still in Las Cruces, correct? And yet they still have had the opportunity to go play out of town everywhere.
Yeah, well, really, after UTEP, they went right to California. So that 2-day swing, they actually practiced out there as, they were making their way through. And then they went to Colorado, practiced there, played the game. So, yeah,
they're nomads.
Yeah, it is what it is. And obviously, I know that you've talked about our Donate for State campaign. And
how are you doing right now? Where are you? Where are you at right now?
I don't know. I should check it right now, but I think we're over $85,000.
Wow.
In the Donate for State. Are you pulling that up?
Yeah, I'll pull that up as far as I've got that already really queued up. You are currently at, as of this moment, the total is 80. Wow. $89,075. And you've got 302 donors. You're 90% of your $100,000 goal at donate the number 4 state, donateforstate.com.
Yeah, that's unbelievable that, a lot of people ask me, hey, do you think you made the right decision, this, that, and the other? Sometimes other people speak louder for you than what you can. And just to show you what Aggie fans have done and continue to do is pretty amazing. With that's money in the bank right there. And if our stay is extended, I know for a fact we'll be right sizing this goal. And there's still a lot of folks that we haven't tapped into yet. We've yet to tap into the general alumni. So there's more room for growth here. But I'm unbelievably humbled at Aggie Nation for chipping in just short of $90,000. So our student athletes will have an opportunity to practice and play.
Nice job today, Mario. Way to stop in and join us on the show from the bar. And from now on, whenever you call in, let's make this the new home base from now on. I like it there.
Well, I was going to say, you were talking about my Cowboys, and I could probably have drank this whole bar. And I saw last night, they had Steve Kornacki, and he was like, hey, we just moved up to a 5% chance of making the playoffs with that win. So that didn't make me feel a whole lot better, but you never know.
You never know is right. Mario, great stuff. Enjoyed it. And if I don't get a chance to talk to you before the holidays, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we'll definitely get a chance to keep in touch in 2021.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Cap, and thanks for all your support.